Look at Dallas Eyes here doing a review of the Sideshow Avengers Hulk Maquette. Thought I'd do a review for this really quick before I packed him up and sent him on his way because I just sold this guy. I did not sell this because it's a bad statue. I did not sell this because it has issues or anything like that. It's a very good statue. It's 1/5 scale. I don't need another 1/5 scale Hulk in my collection. Even though I knew it was 1/5 scale getting it, I thought I would be, a little more excited because I really like the pose. I think the pose is very classic Hulk. But it's missing that something. And I think part of what it's missing is because it's very comic based and it's this Avengers line, it's just a little more basic in its design. Like there's not all the texturing and detail that you usually see on some of these other Hulk pieces, like the Hulk versus Wolverine or the Hulk Maquette by Ario Olivetti. Just a little more detail. It's still done well. Very good base, actually. One of the better bases done for Hulk. A very realistic base. And a great paint apps. The detail is there. I don't want to sound. I mean, you can see that it's there. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. You really good texturing with the pants and the shirt. So it's done well. Face is a good face sculpt if you like that kind of classic Neanderthalish head sculpt. Definitely reminiscent of the Bowen SmackDown Hulk. I think I actually, if both are the same size, I kind of like the Bowen SmackDown Hulk a little better. And I kind of think I figured out the reason why. So, just going to show you the exclusive head here real quick. There we go. All right. I don't really care for the exclusive head, but what I do like is that his mouth is open, and he's a little more angry rage mode. And to me, that's what this pose calls for: is a more of a rage Hulk face sculpt. And this isn't perfect by any means. I don't really care about it, but his facial expression is a little more angry and rage than the regular head sculpt, which I prefer. But while I prefer the head sculpt overall, because his mouth isn't open and everything else, it's kind of, I don't know, kind of boring because of that face sculpt. If he had his mouth open, kind of like the original Comic Cat, where Hulk's jumping down and he's got the rage going on, his mouth is open. I mean, you can hear Hulk you can hear him in the back of your mind when you look at that statue. This one's just lax. It's just a little boring to me, and it's a good statue. I have no other complaints. I just think it's the scale. If this was 1/4 scale, I'd probably be looking at keeping this piece. But with the scale and kind of the boring sculpt, the boring facial expression, I just couldn't go with it. That's why I got rid of my original premium format way back in the. Well, I needed money, but part of it was because the face sculpt was kind of boring. The pose was kind of boring too, I thought, but the face sculpt and pose were kind of boring on the original PF. And that's my problem with this piece, is it's just kind of boring. It's a nice piece. If I didn't have other Hulks, I'd probably have no problem keeping this. But I got other Hulks, and I just don't need this. It's expendable. Just showing you the seam line here. Not noticeable. I'm having trouble finding it. There it is. Okay, I can see it. But because of the other wrinkles, it looks good. Let's show you his back real quick. It's not going to come out as much because of the way I got the lighting going on here, but everything's done very well. You can see his pores. So I really don't have a complaint about anything. It goes very well with that the original Comic Cat. They make good bookends. I just don't have the room in my collection for another 1/5 scale Hulk, and therefore I sold him. So, nice piece. And I'm not going to give it a rating. I don't know. I mean, it depends what you're looking for in your collection. If I was collecting that 1/5 Avengers line, I'd give this a good score. But I'd say out of 10, I'd maybe only go 7.5. And it's all because of that kind of boring head sculpt. Everything else is good. The head sculpt really kind of takes away from the piece. And it's because he just needs to have more rage going on. It's too bad it didn't have more of a classic, not classic, but modern head sculpt or something, kind of like the Ariel Olivetti Maquette. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. Those of you that own this, congratulations. It's a good piece, just not the piece for me. So talk to you later. Bye.